Okay, I'm back. So that is one of the many downsides to having a really old rig, is that I've got no cup holder. So I've got to actually get up out of the seat to go get a drink of water. Um, my rig, just so you know, is actually old. I joined iRacing in 2011, and just didn't spend that much time in it, but I bought a play seat and a Logitech G27 wheel with a shifter and 3-pedal setup, and it was okay. I didn't quite know enough about the community. I didn't get deep into it enough to realize that my biggest complaint was the brake pedal on the Logitech unit. Is it's kind of a rheostat, and so it's positional. So based on where your foot is how much you're braking. So all of that muscle memory that you need to drive a car fast is dependent on knowing where in this area of about this big you need to put the brake pedal to apply a certain amount of force, and that's just not possible. I figured there are people that do that really well. Not me. I couldn't figure it out. So I lost interest in iRacing and set my rig aside, and it aged in a garage, got rat infested and all sorts of good fun, and then finally dug it out in April when PCA started doing the sim racing thing, and thought, hey, I've got an old iRacing account that I can revive and get back in line and start driving. But the play seats, if you're not familiar with them, they have this center post that runs up and holds the wheel deck where the wheel is mounted. And it makes it really kind of weird. You have to be a little bit bow-legged to get on this narrow pedal set around this post. And of course, if you did happen to want to do left foot braking instead of right foot braking, which I don't, by the way, if you happen to want to do that, it's almost impossible because the post prevents you from getting enough crossover with the left foot to get on the brake pedal. But I did put a load cell in this. I used the Ricmotech load cell, which solved my braking problem, my biggest braking complaints, just by virtue of putting a load cell in. So I've actually got a real brake feel. When I apply the brake, I can apply different amounts of pressure and get a different brake response. It's not as high-tech as some of the cool pedals that are out there that I covet, but it's serviceable for what I'm doing. The most expensive investment that I've put into my iRacing has been the computer, and that's because I bought a brand new computer this year. But I know people that are racing with computers that are 2 or 3 years old, which is pretty cool. So it doesn't take a lot to get involved and start doing that.
That's 20 minutes to go.